Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Cobalt Plays. I'm back with another Silksong video for walkthrough part 4. This is going to be a pretty long video, or at least a longer video. I don't exactly know how long it's going to be with editing, but basically I'm going to be finishing Greymoor and the entirety of the of freeing Bellhart in this video, so it's going to be a pretty long one, I think. But just go ahead and grab a snack. I hope you enjoy. So, anyways, as you can see here, I'm actually back at Pilgrim's Rest because something I should probably mention is if you want to get Act 3, you're gonna have to complete all. You're gonna have to get a few prerequisites even before you start like all the quests to get you into Act 3. So you're gonna need to complete every wish in the game, and on top of that, you're gonna need to find all the fleas. So just something you should do is look out for the fleas and the quests. So if you haven't already, before this video starts, or before you watch the rest of this video, I would suggest going back to Bone Bottom and completing all the quests that you have there. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the actual video. Chakra used to be in, she is now gone, and our bench isn't here for some reason. I don't know why they had to take away that bench. That's why I was at Pilgrim's Rest. Anyways, from where we ended the video off, you want to go right. Oh, and by the way, guys, for finishing those wishes back at that you got back from Bone Bottom, you'll see that I have another tool slot, a red tool slot, and that's because I use this thing called a memory locket, which allows you to unlock a slot on your crest. So I used it for the red tool slot. I also have a new crafts medal that I bought. Just to keep in mind, you might not have these, but you shouldn't need them for a while anyways. So I know I told you to go back, but that's just because I was really low on health and I need to end the video. But you're gonna see that now that you've finished beating up all those birds, there are going to be some balloons here that you'll actually be able to do some parkour on. So, go ahead and go all the way up here. Be careful of these guys. These are the primal aspid guys that I was telling you about. They are the most annoying enemy in the... No, actually. There are somehow even worse enemies in this game. And I really wish there weren't, because I hate these guys. Just get back here. Alright, perfect. I can heal. That took a while. Anyways, can I get up here? No, okay. Just wanted to see. So, anyways, just keep going up towards the top. By the way, guys, something you should know is you don't have to do the boss for this area if you get 5 fleas and talk to the flea caravan. So I do recommend getting the fleas if you find them just along the way so you don't forget. But if you want to fight the boss, as soon as possible, then don't talk to the flea caravan after you already have the fleas. Otherwise, you're not going to get to fight it for a little longer. Go ahead and just throw the trap over there. Oh, loser. You're stuck now. Weirdo. I'm getting so many texts now. It's probably about a project I have to do for school, but I can deal with that later. Let's go ahead and grab Mr. Flea. And jump back down here. Alright, anyways, from here, just go all the way up. I would recommend just activating your new cloak ability every now and then. Go and make sure you hit that lever over here. That'll open that gate to get even higher up. You gotta do some relatively scary platforming. It's not too bad if you're careful. Unlike me, that was horrible. Okay, he's dead. Thank goodness. Keep going up here. Make it to the top right. From here, you're gonna keep going up. And you're gonna keep going up. Yeah, there's a lot of up over here. But after you make it up here, go ahead and inspect. And after binding, you get the Thread Storm ability. So, if you press the cast button, you'll spin a storm of silk around yourself. So, this I'll honestly just keep equipped. But now there's your second silk skill, and you can just use that whenever you want. Well, as long as you have it equipped. Something it doesn't tell you is that if you spam the cast button, you'll be able to do something called an extended cast. So instead of just that amount of time, you can use a little bit of extra silk to keep it going for longer. There are a ton of rosaries here, but they just decided to put them all in all above the spikes for some reason. What a smart idea. Thank you, Team Cherry. We really wanted to lose all of our money. As after that, go to the left. You'll get the threefold pin. Or, not the left, sorry, the right. If you go to the left, you'll get the right. Okay, if you go to the right, like the very far right, after dropping down from that, you will unlock the threefold pin, which is an upgraded version of the straight pin, basically. Oh, he's gone. Huh, I have never seen those guys actually fall before. That is neat. Anyways, that area was not necessary, but I just wanted to show you guys. I thought that since it is walkthrough after all, I should probably give you guys some information on that. After going to the left, you can go up and to the right for some extra money. And then kind of just glide down to the left and run. You can just ignore those guys. Go ahead and activate that. And it'll give you a way across to this third bell. I think it's the third. Hopefully, because if not, we missed one. Or, wait, what? I don't know, guys, but anyways, just hit this bell. You'll get the bench. It's going to eat all of my shards here. That wasn't as much as I thought, actually. I'm going to go ahead and equip the threefold pin instead of the straight pin. So the threefold pin comes in sets of 10 instead of 12. So it has a little less ammo for more damage. for more damage on big targets or just a spread. It's honestly really good. And from there you can hit that. And now we can go to halfway home. By the way, I would go ahead and now that we have like a ton of rosaries, I would go ahead and make a couple rosary strings. Because you don't want to lose that precious money. Yeah, beat up these guys. Ow. Alright. Let's keep going this way. Oh, right. Oh, right. My bad. I forgot I switched the, Yeah, but you can see how much damage that does. Like, see, we just entered a new area, and we already have so much more stuff to do. It is incredible. I'm going to go ahead and come to the halfway home, rest on the bench, and from here, you want to go left. Now we're getting into the new territory of this place. So I was just checking my text. Anyways, once you get here, there's going to be an enemy gauntlet. He looks big, but if you got the threefold pin, you can do so much damage by hitting all three of those. Just make sure to not get too carried away with tools, of course, because you want to get some silk for yourself as well. And it's expensive to replace those tools, so... Anyways, you can get up here by pogoing off of those guys, and you lose all your money anyways. Come over here. You'll get a shard bundle. Oh, wow. Wow. See how smart I am? Okay. Oh. I don't have enough to heal? Okay. Now I do. Nope. Alright. And down here is a bellway. So go ahead and insert your rosaries to get the Greymoor Bellway. And if you break this to the left, there is this entire underground area. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't say it's worth doing this entire section, but I don't know, I guess it can be useful. Personally, what I would do is I would just like try to... I would just kind of try to avoid those guys because they do double damage and there's not a bench. But if you go up and to the right, you can get that memory locket. Honestly, that's really all you want from down here. Like, after you get that memory locket, I would just kind of go up for now. Because down here is very dangerous and nothing else is really worth getting. I just wanted to show you guys that memory locket so that you could get an extra tool slot. And I would go all the way back over to the bench at halfway home if you lost any health. Okay. I'm just gonna skip that guy. Ooh, and you can hear that up there. Yep. Ow. Okay, whatever. Oh, actually, I'm probably gonna want to be able to heal. So, no, give me your silk, your lunch money. I'm just gonna heal and get a little bit of extra silk for what's coming up. Glad I hit him before he got that backswing. All right. So now what you're gonna do is go left. Down there, there's just a little guy. There's nothing else down there, so don't go. And you're gonna see that you can't go in this way. That totally wasn't me making a mistake, by the way. Not at all. It was you're just gonna kind of want to try to avoid these guys for now. It's not really worth fighting them unless you're like kind of backed into a corner like I am right now. Uh, if you want to get past this part faster, you can pogo off of those things. Just be careful for these guys because they can just cut through the floors. They're gonna block you. Just hit them so they block, then jump over them and then hit them. That's the best way to do it. Another guy. You they are like pretty serious threats because once again they're able to cut through the floor, so you're kind of never safe from them if they're on screen somewhere. Make sure to come over here and get those rosaries, and I will be right back to cut this out. Okay, so after you grab those rosaries, just try your best not to die, of course. Like literally what I did just there. Whatever, because you can just hit this guy through the ceiling, so that's whatever. Come to the left here. You're going to notice those candles. That is good. You might want to be a little scared, but it's not going to be anything too difficult. So, this is the Chapel of the Reaper. You're going to drop down here. And you got to complete this pretty easy platforming section. Yeah, so you really easy platforming section. It is an easy platforming section. I'm just an idiot. Walk up here. And then there's going to be an arena. All right. After you beat that, you're going to go ahead and, well, just head up here. Oh, no. And after you get up there, you're going to go and claim. And you're going to have to bind multiple times. It is so bright. um, and then you get the crest of the Reaper. So the Reaper's crest. I will go ahead and show you how this works. basically you have like heavier, slower slashes, and you actually get a pogo straight down like the knights from Hollow Knight. So if you preferred that, you're probably gonna want to use this crest. I would still get used to a Hunter's Crest. That is my favorite crest, so I'm a little biased, but like, you know. So I'll just show you this in action. And then the bind is it'll heal you, but then as you hit enemies, you'll get you'll get extra silk from it, which is nice. And then after you finish over there, just go ahead and hit that. And I am gonna go back to halfway home to change my crest because personally I prefer the Hunter's Crest. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got the Hunter's Crest. So from here you're gonna want to go down. You're gonna want to go left and down into this room. Go ahead and hit this a few times. Come over here for some precious rosaries. And this is where the path from the other bellway leads. So that's what that room is over there. Anyways, you're going to want to go ahead, come over here. And this is seen as one of the hardest early game bosses. I guess I see why. So he has a slashing attack and kind of a whirlwind attack that he does like that. And he has a swooping attack from there too. Just make sure to jump and look at the telegraphs. For example, if you kind of see him go back, that means he's going to do something that charges towards you. So just step back. So just jump back. And then, I mean, it's all about just timing your jumps, really. And then for second phase, what he's going to do is he's going to start moving a little quicker. And he'll shoot a double, one of those. Like, he'll start shooting double. So you're going to want to make sure you look out for that. And then what you really got to utilize is how this stage is positioned like very horizontally. It's very wide horizontally, allowing you to easily dodge his attacks like this. Also, another tip for just this game in general is whenever you heal, you're gonna want to do it in a way where you know you can dodge the next attack. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to go ahead and use this chance to heal, just to be safe. And just like that, you beat Moorwing. Now, it does take quite a bit of practice, I would say, to get used to dodging his attacks because of how like they're constantly moving around the screen. Because in the second phase, there's almost always some kind of like whirlwind on the screen. So what you want to do is just make sure you jump and stay in the air as much as possible, because they just kind of go in a circular motion across the ground. So, anyways, oh, my ear popped, and now I'm like being really, really. It feels like I'm being really, really loud while I'm wearing my headphones. It's like really bad. Anyways, go ahead, head over here, and there's a cutscene. Alright, Haunted Bellhart. Now your goal is to fix this. Go ahead and rest here. And if you want to try it, there's a cool Easter egg where if you rest there and then leave the game, when you come back, you'll actually be hanging in the sky. So, anyways, come down here. Go ahead and get this bellway. Alright. So you can't do much here right now, obviously, so you're just going to keep going left. And by going left, you make it to Shellwood. Yeah. Uh, I will admit, this place is kind of scary. It's literally a haunted forest, so it should be scary, but anyways. Oh wow. Okay, it's been a while. Let's see if I can make it through here. So what you're going to want to do is kind of just keep going up. You're going to want to go up and make sure you keep looking around. This place is like actually kind of like a maze. It's like a maze that you have to do platforming to get around. Whenever you see these guys, you're going to want to go towards them and break this. Go in here and grab the long pin. The long pin is actually I actually really like the long pin for a boss that's coming up. However, they are kind of expensive to use, so just keep that in mind. I probably won't use them because I am running low on shell shards. Also, if you see these purple flowers, make sure to grab them. If you see these purple flowers, please find a way to get over there and collect it, because it gives you one of the best tools in the game. Like, it's so much fun to use. You should just use it. Alright, so you're gonna come down here. And yeah, arena fight. I'm like, there are the stick insect enemies that do double damage. So just watch out for that. Anyways, you're gonna come up here and there will be a bench, so make sure you grab that. Perfect. And then come down and to the left from that bench. And there will be an elevator. You can go ahead and hop inside this elevator. You're going to go past everything you need to. Yeah, it's literally going to tease you. Make sure you jump to the right when you get down from that elevator. That opens a shortcut to the other side of Shellwood. And from here, you're going to do some more platforming. Now, if you come over here, there's this NPC, which is useful in two different quests. one of the quests that she gives you is one that you can do. It's one that you're able to do right now, actually. So you're gonna want to go ahead and accept that. So you have to talk to her again after the first time you talk to her, and you'll just have to collect some pollip parts. Later on, this quest will end up giving you the pollip pouch, which makes your tools do poison damage. It is very helpful. Here are these stick insects. They are very annoying. For now, you're just gonna want to keep going to the left because you'll see chakra. If you see chakra, that means you're in the right place. Here you're going to need to buy 2 maps, one for the Bellhart town you were just in, and the other for this place. Be very careful while you're going across there. And there's a bench to your left. I really hope I'm saying the right directions because I watched my other recent video back and I realized that I kept giving you guys the wrong directions. So my bad. You don't need to be here, but there is like kind of a mini boss that will give you a ton of rosaries if you beat it. Let me go. But just use hit and run tactics, heal when you can, and it's really not that big of a deal. And for beating them, you get a ton of rosaries, so I'd say it's worth it. As that's just kind of a detour. If you go to the right, ignore those guys for now, or yet the left, not the right. See, I caught myself there. Go to the left, and hit this for a bench, and then there's another one of those things where you can like insert the rosaries, but this time I wouldn't do it unless you have more rosaries than me. But I'm not going to do it right now. Okay, running low on shards. That's fine. Where is it? Use that, and I'm going to go ahead and use my memory locket too. Before you use your memory lockets, you're probably going to want to figure out which crest you like the most. So I would save them until you know that you're actually going to be using that crest that you use it on. Now, from here you actually don't really need anything. There is a mask shard that you can get over there, but I'll show you that mask shard in the next video. Right now, I have to get through multiple sections of the game, and hopefully under about an hour and a half, because I don't know if my computer can handle an hour and a half of a video. So yeah. These platforms are kind of glitchy. You don't latch onto them every time. And then, if you don't get them, you have to go all the way back. So there's a flea over there. And then up here, there's going to be a fake one of those flowers. Just go ahead and kill that guy. Keep going up. Now this is the hard part, because this is why I just gave you a bench. That was very, very hard for me. Yeah, so there's another flower enemy. That one's easy to kill, though. Oh. This isn't a required route, but you will get a flea for it, so. And as soon as you get the flea, leave. This path is horrible. And also, go to the right. This, I'm pretty sure, is also not necessary, but there's a mask shard over here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and you want to run straight into the spikes. Please do that. Yep, and you'll see the mask shard over here. Just go ahead and grab it. We now have 2. And remember, I have another one to show you guys where that is. It shows the bellway. This is 40. The rest of my rosaries, but, well, not actually, because I have rosary strings and stuff. Perfect. From the bellway, go to the right. Go up. Yeah, you're just going to want to keep going up and right. In this room, you can get your first pollip heart, so you're going to want to hit these all the way up here and then hit that. And bam. There's one. I'm pretty sure you need 5. Let me go and check. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you need 6. Alright, so up here, you're going to want to keep going up. And you're just going to want as much silk as possible. From here, okay, from here, press that. You're going to ride this down to the bench. And then you can go back up. I just said you're going to want to ride that down to the bench because, just grab a checkpoint to be safe. Well, I know what's coming up. You guys don't, though. Or you might, and just try and support me. Thank you very much for that. Anyways, go ahead and cross this. And oh man, here we go, guys. One of my favorite bosses, honestly. Here we have Sister Splinter. Now, Sister Splinter is really hard. You gotta jump up to hit her. And she does double damage, and she'll spawn some minions, which will also do double damage. On top of spawning minions, she spawns vines, which do damage if you run into them. This is really it. But if you're not paying attention, it can really be hard. The spike traps are something that's really good for this. And then so is the long pin because it can pierce. Just anything that's AoE or piercing is really good for this fight. Now here you need to be very careful because she starts spawning a ton of vines. By the way, after you stagger her, the vines will disappear. One tip that can be useful to remember is you can kind of like lead her out of the way if you need to get rid of certain vines. See? So like just bring her over to the opposite side and then start working on a different vine like that. And just like that, Sister Splinter is gone. Honestly, it's one of my favorite boss fights, even if it can be a little easier. Um, which is why I'm super excited for some Silksong DLC because we'll probably have something like Godhome, where we can refight the bosses, and that'll be amazing. So, anyways, from there you want to go to the left, and you kind of got to complete this platforming. Anyways, just be kind of careful around this part, and go to the left here. From here, swim across, break these vines. There is some money down there. You can, or not this ledge, I don't think, but yeah, so this ledge right here, if you drop down, you can get some rosaries. I personally am not going to get that because I don't really need it right now, but just for if you guys need some extra money, there's some extra money. And here you go. Here is the cling grip. So after you get the cling grip, you can climb walls. So you're going to want to go ahead and finish up this. By going to the right and using your new skill. Oh wow, this guy's still following us. Hey, I have a similar ability. He is dead though, and I am not. Loser. From here, you're probably going to want to go back to the right. And we got to get up here now. So now you can come up here. This is and break those bells. This part kind of reminds me of Deep Nest, so be prepared. Yeah, see, it's dark like Deep Nest, but its creatures are honestly a lot more fluffy and feel more friendly, so that's a plus. And gonna be you're gonna want to make it towards that bell that you see. So that bell you see on your mini map, or on mine, I guess, if you don't have yours, you wanna go towards that bell. Now you're going to use the cling grip to slide right here. Wait for that and slide down again. Get this little pocket. Hit that. And there's a bench right here. Also down here is another pollip heart. I'm not going to make another video on those specifically, but I will show you where ones are that you could use. And so there we go. There's a shortcut to that bench, and you can just climb right up here now. Maybe. If you're good, you can climb up here. Actually, scratch that. You don't even need to be good. You just need to be better than me. You can go ahead and pick up that rosary string if you want to. Anyways, after you're done with that, you don't want to do that. That's bad. Anyways, from that bench, you want to go this way and drop down. Oof. Alright. Here we go. This is going to be the Widow boss fight. So, just so you know, it's really fun, but this is very, very fast paced. And is going to be the hardest boss fight so far. Like, the most I can recommend is just be really focused. For this attack, actually follow her to the side that she's going to, and then use the wall to hover above the actual arena. That way the bells never hit you. So go to the same side as her, hover. For this, don't try to hit her because she does double damage there, and it's very bad to get hit with double damage at this point in the game. But like once again, for this, you're just gonna kind of need to be, really fast. To get extra damage in, if you do want to use your Silk for offense, when you notice that she's gonna do one of the attacks where she rushes across the screen, use you can use your Thread Storm ability to get a little bit of extra damage in. First phase gets pretty easy. Second phase Second phase is always going to be a mystery to how I ever completed it in the first place. Like, no joke. I beat First Sinner too. I beat a later boss. It's kind of like this one, except harder. And this is still hard for me. It's always safe to heal when she goes across the screen, because after that she won't be able to make it back to you fast enough to interrupt your healing. And that, you have to bind her. But that is the true end of Widow. Yeah, like I said, very difficult. Anyways, from that, you get the needle in art. So, by holding a specific button, you're able to play ancient melodies by stringing silks along the needle. Now here, there's another kind of sequence here, so let's skip that. You get blinded again, so, yep, likes doing that. Perfect. And the bell comes free, and you can ring it. There we go. And then there's a bench you can sit in here. Objective completed. And then there are actually a couple ways you can go. You should actually go to the left first. You can get the shortcut. It doesn't do too much, but it's nice to have it open. After you go to the right, there is this elevator. That takes you down. And then go to the left. And you see Bellhart for the first time running. Okay, guys. That was a crazy long video. Make sure to check these quests and get them done. So that you can do Act 3 if you want to. That was my longest normal video, like non-live stream I have ever done Thank you guys so much for watching. Even if you just watched a little bit of it or skipped to a part you needed, or if you just, watched a certain part because you wanted to see me play the game, I appreciate you guys. I had a ton of fun recording that. I hope you guys had fun watching me, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.